Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater. And I have been a long-time fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ever since I was 5 years old and the show premiered on TV, I was enamored by them. And still, even 30 plus years later, I'm still like, God damn it, I love me some Turtles. And I will admit, I liked the 2014 reboot and I enjoyed Out of the Shadows. And I was hoping for a third film in the series, but apparently that's not happening as Paramount, I guess you could say, freshly rebirthed or re-virginized in the wake of Bumblebee being actually, according to them, a success and profitable. Hollywood accounting is always kind of weird, let's be fair, but that's what they're saying. They've decided that they are going to return to the sewers for a third Ninja Turtles film, saying pop culture heroes in a half shell are poised to get another crack at the big screen, as Paramount has announced plans for a third film starring the TMNTs. Set to pen the script for the Fearsome Four is Andrew Dodge, writer of Bad Words, a 2013 comedy starring Jason Bateman. That was pretty funny, actually. So it's more of an adult comedy. And I think they understand that a lot of the fans of the original series and a lot of the fans of the original comics are all adults now. Most of us in our 30s and 40s. So they're going to want to be playing up to that particular effect. I mean, let's be fair here. What they have to make is going to have to be a movie that ultimately plays up not only children's humor, but having that adult humor that kids aren't going to get. We have to go back to that time period to have a successful film. We haven't been doing that. The writing for these movies have been lazier than hell lately. And a lot of that has to do, and I believe this is true, a lot of that has to do with the fact of translation to other cultures. It's very hard for certain idioms and nuances and metaphors and analogies to be known in other cultures that don't speak our language. It doesn't come across the same way. And trying to translate them properly doesn't always work. So they write these scripts that are super basic, super easy to be translated across the board. And it just leaves most, I guess you could say, Western audiences scratching their head like, this is dumb. And then what that means ultimately is it takes for granted the intelligence of the other audience. And I don't like any of that, but that's kind of what I feel is going to happen with this movie, unfortunately. But maybe the writer will take a stab at it and it will be okay. But also says here, words of the new Turtle project comes from A Quiet Place producers Andrew Form and Bradley Fuller, who, during a red carpet interview for the Critics' Choice Awards, told Variety, we're doing a reboot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at Paramount. And after that, the world wept, saying here that details are scarce at this time. Although we can wager that wager all the pizza in the world that the new film will find the martial arts wielding turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, defending New York from all manner of villainous threats alongside their trusted companions, April O'Neil and Master Splinter. I don't know how they're going to reboot this. I don't know what they're going to do to reboot this. I don't know what story they're going to tell that hasn't already been told. I mean, all things considered, Shredder is going to be the bad guy, and it might lead into, again with Krang and Dimension X and everything else. And honestly, what we've learned after watching Aquaman, and what I hope that we've learned after the failure of Out of the Shadows and everything else, is that not embracing the comic roots, not embracing the cartoons roots, the wild, the wacky, the out there, the crazy, to stop grinding, to embrace those things, as they did with Aquaman, can yield success. There's nothing wrong with showing us the fantastical on screen. Our minds will suspend disbelief enough, provided it's grounded in enough of reality. And by grounded, I don't mean like the Batman Begins approach to it that they kind of took with the first film, the first reboot in 2014. That's kind of fair. So the way I view it is approach it from that. Man, fuck it, start with Dimension X. Just start with Dimension X. Make that where you go. Bring us Krang, bring us the kids, bring us Rocksteady and Bebop, give us Shredder all the way through the first movie. Just make it all a thing. Just do that and see what happens. And I think it is possible it could have a pretty big impact. If they open up the universe right off the bat and then bring us into some of the crazier stuff for the sequels, I think people will buy it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be $1 billion movie. I don't think that's going to be the case. But if they market it, if they push it the right way, if they embrace the craziness a little bit more, I think if they just go into that world and give us the 1987 cartoon, I think we're going to see something grand there. But then again, we did get the 2007 animated movie, which had a really great opening, but kind of a lackluster finish, even though I still really liked it. And then the sequel, the reboots a couple years later that I still enjoyed, but To me, the first two movies are just my favorites from when I was a kid, and that's never going to change. But I leave it to you. Your thoughts, your opinions. Can the heroes in the half shell make it out of the sewer and be profitable? Or is this franchise always going to be doomed for the big screen? And do you think that maybe making a show that's based around streaming services was something that would be better suited for it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to get more up-to-date movie news and information, as well as breakdowns of trailers and other types of stuff, be sure to watch the other videos, click subscribe, and check back daily for more content from me. Again, my name is Matt Jarbo. This has been $3 Theater. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out.